I need everyone to share me the experience in terms of going back to the dating scene, like you now who's back in the dating scene and you've moved on. How was it before you got the person you had now? How was it transiting from being a single mom and now putting yourself out there?
For me, actually, I'd put a blocker. I was like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I wasn't really open and I wasn't closed for a relationship. I just decided I'll just be me.
So would you put yourself out there? Would you go on dates?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. So I wasn't closing myself up completely. That's why I said I was just open for general conversations.
Did you feel like having a baby makes it more difficult for someone to...
You feel scared because you think the moment a man hears you have a child, that'll be the first and last time. That's the last time they're seeing you. They'll just disappear.
Has it ever happened to you?
Has it? Not that I can remember. No. Thank goodness. But it is there. It happens to people.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is it dating? Your baby is now 2.5. I'm sure you're out there trying to like put yourself out there more. The baby can sleep at night. You don't have to worry about the baby breastfeeding. The baby can feed. You need to put yourself out there because anyway, life moves on. So how has been your experience going back to the dating scene?
It's been tough. Like, it's been pretty tough because I found out like I'm not really completely open to people because you expect people to do something and then they do something totally different. Like maybe someone wants you to go out until 2 a.m. Right now I can't. Maybe I'll go until maybe 10 and go back home.
But why? The baby is big enough.
I know, but because of work, I get off from work, then maybe go see my child. But most of the time I'm tired. My friends also complain about it. Yes.
Do you sleep with your baby?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why you're tired. The baby is 2.5 now. No more, yeah? No more.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yes,
but
yes.
It's been tough opening up to different people because right now you don't want someone who's going to tell you, let's see where this is going.
You have no time.
I have no time for that. Like, if I like you, only if it's mutual. If I like you and then as in tell me, this is what I want, this is my plan for us, then if we're in the same headspace, well and good. But if I don't like you, then...
What am I sharing about my baby for?
Yeah, so I get a little bit reserved.
Do you feel like, does anyone feel like if you men, because you have a child, make an assumption they're doing you a favor? They date you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They feel like they're stepping in to be the father. Or maybe you'll be asking for financial help. Yeah, they feel like, and then society will now view you differently because now you're a complete family.
But who defines what a family is? If you're what is a complete? This thing of it's a complete family. Family depends on you, so you can't say just because mother, father, child is a complete family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like men always tend to have this attitude. If I'm dating a woman with kids, I'm doing her a favor. But the funny thing, our African society, when the man has kids, it's fine. When the woman has children, it's a different ball game. Yeah. Okay, so there's another angle that I was talking to her earlier, and she mentioned to me about when she was in the dating scene. Men would kind of get scared of her. Let her elaborate more. So explain.
Actually, men feel a bit threatened because they know you're supporting your child on your own. So they think that you'll never need them. They see you're financially stable, you're able to take care of yourself and your child. So they're feeling like she has everything. So she won't really give me the respect I need, or she won't need me as much as any other lady will need me because she has her own money that can support 2 people. So what am I coming into the scene to do?
To be your partner?
Ego. Men and ego.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to finances, they'll feel like she'll just be there for other things, not necessarily for... I won't be a man in that relationship. Yeah.
So they're threatened?
Yeah.
Okay. Quite interesting. Yeah, I think it'd be more attractive if you were taking care of a baby. I wouldn't think it'd be a threat. So for you who at least has moved on, for those who haven't moved on yet and you have nothing serious, at least has something serious. For you who's moved on, how has it been introducing your daughter to the new person and them getting to meet?
It wasn't so hard because luckily enough they knew each other.
This is quite interesting.
From a different setting before I actually knew him. So by the time he knew I was introducing myself as Mama so and so, I was like, oh. So then they already had a different kind of
relationship going on. Imagine.
So when I came in, I was like the visitor. Yeah. So
but had you not have viewed him like in that way? No.
No. Yeah. She hadn't viewed him in. She just viewed him as
a friend.
Yes.
And does he have a child?
Yes.
He has a child.
Yes, he does.
Who stays with him or the mom?
He stays with him.
With the mom?
Not with him.
With him.
Yes.
So have these two children met?
They know each other.
Okay.
Yes.
Do they know mom and dad is serious now?
Not really, because it's a slow process.
I know. Trust me, I've been there. I know.
Yes.
So what advice would you give, like, for them who have still not moved on, and if they tell mom and come, like, what would you tell them? You know, your baby is 10, has his 2.5, has his 3. You know, what can you tell them? Or any single mom somewhere who's just realized I'm pregnant, or who the baby has turned one.
It's not easy, but it can work. It does work. You need to believe in yourself. You also need to talk to your child, because at my daughter's age, she understands certain things. So you level it down to her age and talk to her at that level. Yeah. So don't let her learn things from other people. Be the first one to, even when they ask you questions, be very honest. Because if you don't give them the right answer, they'll go ahead and ask someone else and they'll be given a different answer. Yeah.
Okay. What would you tell a single mom watching this video? What would you tell them? How would you encourage them? You know, like the way you said, I got the baby, I got depressed, you lost weight. And you had the right to, because, you know, you weren't expecting. What do you tell a young person out there who's found themselves in that situation?
I tell any person going through this situation, imagine it ends. Like, it's not forever. And once you give birth to that child is going to be your all. Like, no one can even replace that feeling. And you may lose friends, but at the end of the day, you gain better friends and even loyal friends. And put your trust in God. Like, God is everything. You can't do life without God. So him having the right friends and a supportive family, and also it pushes you to work harder, because you know it's not about you anymore. There's another person looking up to me. So you're never going to give up. You have a sense of ambition. Like, it grows. You want to be more. You want to achieve dreams because of this person. So it's all for your best.
And for you, which I admire you so much. You're going to school and the baby is 3. Yeah. What would you tell a single mom, or a girl who found herself in that situation?
Getting pregnant is not the end of everything. Just as I said earlier, it is the beginning, and the baby will be the source of your happiness, whether you like it or not. Trust me, if that baby is taken from you for just a day, you're gonna feel, oh, I need this baby. You just notice that he or she is your life. So just, if at all you're expectant, you're in a situation where the father of the kid cannot support, just keep your family close. And above all, believe in God that He's going to help, because you're not going to do it alone. You need a sovereign authority to actually help you. So all I can say is, for those loyal friends, keep them even closer, because some of the things you cannot talk to your parents.
Yes, obviously, yeah.
Yes.
Some things you can't tell them.
And sometimes it's also good to talk to a therapist. Sometimes
if you need to.
Depressed, you need to. But we have this mentality that our therapists are so expensive. But just look for a way where you can get to them.
Even school has free counselors.
Yes.
You can talk to them.
Yeah.
Something that I'd want to ask, because I experienced it when I was a new stepmom, and for a few years, when I used to feel so guilty. And this guilt came from nowhere. Just the way society looks or judges you as a stepmom, I used to feel guilty. Not because of anything I've done, but because that's how society views. Did any one of you here struggle with having that sense of guilt in the beginning?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel it, because I'm thinking during school functions, there's some kids who both their parents come for the function, you're there alone. So you feel guilty because you're thinking, now it will trickle down to my daughter, she'll feel different. Yeah, it does happen.
But has it gotten better over time?
It does get better over time, because you see the things you're doing for her and the happiness and the joy she's bringing at the end of the day, like she said. and you're like, I'm doing a good job. Yeah.
Have you felt guilty in your...
When I was pregnant, that is when I felt guilty. Like walking around in town, maybe from work, because I was being judged at work, because you're pregnant, you don't even have a ring on your finger. So
People look at those things?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then people are like, oh, we don't even know, show them dating anyone, like, how is she pregnant?
So they will get pregnant.
Those are the questions people ask. So people are like, maybe it's even a one-night stand
Guy,
or something.
they go that far?
Yeah, they do.
I'm already struggling here. Hello, be kind.
Yeah, so you feel guilty. So once you hear people start saying things like that, so you start feeling guilty. You're like, oh, maybe people are thinking of other things.
Did you feel guilty about letting your parents down?
Yes, I did. I really did.
Being the firstbborn?
Yeah, being the first.
Pressure is real, man.
Yeah, like, yeah, it is. It was. Yeah, like,
But how is it now?
It's the best feeling ever. Being a mom, I can't trade it for the world.
Good.
Yeah.
So you tell the people who are out there feeling guilty that it will pass?
Yeah, it will pass.
Oh guys, yeah, even mine has passed. There is no shame in my game right now. How did you deal with the guilt? And did you feel it less that there? Because I don't want to make the assumption you did.
Yes, actually I felt guilty, especially those times that I used to go home. And then, everyone knows you. And then you're walking around, you're so big, sometimes you're almost delivering. I used to hate going home just because of that guilt that is inside me. Because I feel like, maybe these guys are thinking otherwise. You don't even know what they are thinking, but they are obviously thinking otherwise. Yeah. So,
how does it feel now? Can you say I've grown?
When you're guilty, actually for that guilt to pass, all you just have to do is ignore. Just ignore anything that comes your way. If someone is going to talk about something that is lame, just ignore them. Let them talk, because people are here to talk.
I know what you mean. So you're telling people to have a strong backbone.
Let them talk.
Would you?
They'll see me like in 10 years where you'll be just like her.
Yeah, look at her. It's amazing. I can't believe you're moving on. You've met someone, and that's what I keep on telling people. Just because I have a baby doesn't mean you can't move on. We all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to have a life of your own. And our baby is 10. In another 9 years, she'll be moving out of home and going to move on with her life. So life has to move on. Another thing I feel like I should emphasize is schools, colleges. I think we need to have a support system in schools. Let us not ignore the fact that these things happen. Because if we are able to talk about it in the campus setup, in college, in high school, when it happened in the support systems, you won't feel so depressed. You'd have somewhere to go to. You see, none of you had nowhere to go. It's 2019 and you still don't have support systems for these things. The fact that you're there and you're alone. I can imagine what you're saying. I'm in my room, my friends don't call me anymore, I can't party with my friends anymore. And those tears would come. Those tears would come, but I'm sure they've died out now.
I know they have.
Those tears would come. So another challenge that she's faced is when she loves to travel with her daughter. So she's faced a few challenges, and I'd like her to share as a single mom.
So, for example, these tour companies, they usually just put packages for complete families. Complete, I put in quotes. You'll see most of their influencers are father, mother, and child. All these tour companies in Kenya. But you'll never see one that they put just mother and daughter, or mother and son,
or father and daughter,
father and son. They never do that. My daughter, we actually opened a page for her on Instagram because we travel a lot with her. Yes. So it's just documenting her travels. But you'll never see them approaching you to do anything for them because you're not complete according to society.
That's quite sad. That is very, very sad. So when you book, they just...
When you book...
Do they have packages?
Most of them don't have packages. Actually, when you check on their websites or their pages, it's usually, there's no rates for children. For children rates, you have to call to inquire because they don't put it up on the page.
Wow.
Because they expect it to be father, mother. They put it in such a way that it's father, mother, and then child sharing. Not child sharing. If a child is going with the mother alone,
so you can't say father sharing with child.
Yes, the cost will be so different. And you see, they didn't discriminate. It was just me and her.
Okay, so to our agencies, all the competition out there, please keep in mind that outside here when it comes to families, we have all different types of families. We have blended families, we have single mom, single dad, and we have a traditional nuclear family. Keep that in mind and be sensitive about that, because I don't think it's fair to discriminate by virtue of things that are beyond someone's control. Yeah, so I'd like her to say the page that she has with her daughter. They travel together a lot as a single mom and her daughter. So what's the name of your page?
On Instagram, it's Amani's_adventure, and on Facebook, it's Amani's adventure.
So guys, I'll link it down there. Please follow them, comment. Any single mom who needs inspiration, maybe is quite shy to open up or travel and they're scared and they're alone, get inspiration from them. You know, you can still enjoy life together as a family between you and your daughter, and you hope for finding someone. If not, you also move on, let and stop, you know. Tell us about, she also blogs, so I want to hear what she blogs about.
I blog inspirational stuff, and it started after I got pregnant. I started way before I used to write, but then after I got pregnant, that's when I wrote an article on when I got pregnant. It was called The Blessing in Disguise. And it was after I had accepted the fact that I was pregnant, and I was around 7 months pregnant. So I wrote my story. So I told people that this is what I went through, but where I am now, this is something I can't trade for. Even though I was going through this journey alone, going for clinics alone, and you go for clinics and then you see a husband and wife or a boyfriend and together, and then you just...
I've never pictured it that way.
Yeah.
I've never viewed it that way.
Like, it breaks your heart. I remember I used to even call my friends with like, wait, I'm going for clinic, like, you guys... Because it was really sad. Because you go and then you're like, what did I do to deserve this? Why am I alone? Why... Even used to call male friends of mine to come take me for clinic.
Wakatukani baba wa mtoto.
Imagine 9 months you're going for clinic and then you're just alone. So maybe you've already known people who are there. So it was...
And when you've actually very simple, I wanted to ask, when you give birth, who do you put in the birth certificate? How does it work? Because the certificate has name of father, name of mother. What happened? What usually happens?
Now for me, I had a discussion with my baby's father, and he told me to do what I want.
Wow, man, amazing.
So, because he was like, a birth certificate can be changed in later years. I was like, okay, because I'm also hard-headed at times. I was like, that's what you want. So, it's just my name. Name of father, there's nothing.
And the nurses didn't ask anything?
No, they didn't ask anything.
How was it for you?
The nurses are usually the most understanding. They don't judge. They don't. That's a good thing.
So you didn't put it as
No, you don't write it. I didn't. I left it.
For you?
I have to include his name.
You see, some also it depends. But you know the certificate can be changed, yeah?
Yeah, they can.
But also at the end of the day, we can't deny the fact, man. You know what I mean? Is the dad. Mistakes happen. We move on, guys. So don't fear. I want her to share the page, her blog page with you guys. In case someone is in this situation, you can go to her page for inspiration. Although we'll still put it down there. If you have any questions, you want their contacts, any single mom out there, they are willing to share. If you reach to us, we will give them your contacts at least.
My Instagram page is Eve_Mushoki. You can get the link from my website there. It's called I Am My Own Boss.
Oh wow, do you share experiences as a single mom?
Yeah, at times, and maybe inspiration stuff, things I've gone through, my relationship with God, my friendships. Yeah,
that's nice.
Also about money, just anything that comes to my mind.
No, but that's a journey. You're walking.
Yeah.
So a young person outside there can be able to relate.
Sure.
So people out there, single moms, single dads, all around the world, and we have single people here who you never know. Now there's probably social media. You can hit her up. Also, and very good at matchmaking. Come through. I will give you. But first I have to vet you, man. Want to make sure that that's very cool. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and bye, guys.
Bye.